Kyle Henning and Mitch Keeter make up row number 5. Chris Wright, Tim Eaton in the 211 make up row number 6.
Back in row number 7, you got Shane Paxton in the 18, Eric Spreer in the 214, Clay Beamer the 17, Dustin Cruz 6, Duke Erickson the 57, the 76 of Casey Mullen, Mike Monig is in the 12B, Jacob Tipper in the 171, Hoyt Miller in the 56, Lane New the 32, and Caden Stacy in the 15. Thank you
J.C. Morton out to the race lead, but keep your eyes. Shadron Turner right there down to the inside. 20 laps the distance on this one. A feature number 1 for the USRA B-Mod's going to come down. Lap number 1, who's it going to be? Give it up to J.C. Morton at the line.
J.C. Morton, a power around the top side of the racetrack. Shadron Turner right in the tracks, one line and one groove below. The 18 car is Shadron Turner in car number 56. Ty Griffith, true to his roots, we call him the topside terror, but he is best when he's dialed in on the bottom of the racetrack, looking to the inside. That is a race for third on your screen and into your living room as they race into turn number 1. Ty Griffith, then the 11 to the outside is Logan Smith. Here comes the 8 car. John Sheets put on a show earlier in the qualifying heat races, and you've got battles, Brian, all over the racing surface.
Ty Griffith continuing to work on the bottom, your USRA national point leader. Now going to fall back as by the line, Logan Smith slides by in yellow, yellow, yellow. That is for the 56H. I think that's Hoyt Miller from Cross Timbers, Missouri.
Now, I mean no disrespect to anybody's concessions across the country, but you'd have to be hard-pressed to beat the Lucas Oil Speedway concessions, right?
Yeah, and I just got to tell you
and service.
You know, you heard my story earlier about how great of friends we've been forever and ever and ever, and I'm sitting here and I'm trying to watch my weight on a diet, and here Lori plops down a ice cream and an apple turnover right beside me. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. Nothing like testing the self-will.
Well, and knowing you, Brian, I think you can handle it.
You think so?
You just sit there and watch me eat.
I'll
this,
be just fine.
I am. You'll be just fine.
Hey,
I am.
Can you guys hear me up there?
Hey, Trenton, there you are.
I'm here. Live in living color. Hey, that 56 is spun out. That's Hoyt Miller. Tony Jackson Jr. Owns that race car. For those of you watching around the country, maybe not familiar, but you know Tony from
Absolutely.
Dirt Late Model Racing, and he's put young Hoyt Miller in there. He's a freshman in high school, doing a great job wheeling that car. He's won a handful of races this year, so I want to give him a shout, even though that wasn't how he wanted to make his way on TV. He's had a really good season. And I did go to the tech barn, and I asked Pat if he worried about feeding the promoter the right rear and not making it through the tech shed. And Todd was in front of me. He said, I about spun him out, but I knew he couldn't see me.
Well, that was great. And those two guys are good friends. Speaking of, that is a great deal. Hoyt Miller in that 56H. Tony Jackson picked up a big late model win just a week or so ago as J.C. Morton and Shadron Turner back at it.
It's, you know, the evolution of B-Mods, Brian. We were there. One of some of the first nights when B-Mods were just getting off the ground. And to see what they've become now, 2.5-ish decades, 25 years later or whatever it's been, it really is remarkable. You've got some of the best racers in the country out on the racetrack right now in B-Mods, and really at a lot of racetracks, they're the premier division. Ty Griffith locked in the lockstep 3-wide battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th as you got a race for the lead shaping up. Turner to the inside. J.C. Morton on track and on your screen down the back straightaway. Morton your leader. Turner is coming and coming fast in the 56.
Absolutely. You know, good race up front. I was watching that race between John Sheets and Ty Griffith. John Sheets has got some sort of debris hanging from the
been there a while.
Yeah, from the underneath the left rear side of that car by the back wheel, but seems to not be affecting the handling of it as the Sheets machine plows through the top side there, right behind the 11L of Logan Smith. Ty Griffith right there, as well as the 55 machine. That's Colson Kirk. Boone Evans, the 457, do a little double duty, I believe, as things getting tight. Griffith going to let a couple slide by the 56. Treading water right now, but J.C. Morton and that Bloodline chassis, of course.
That crossover.
That was a great move there by Logan Smith.
Logan Smith crosses over the 8 of John Sheets. Sheets put on a whale of a show there in the heat race action. Sheets going to cross him over this time. That is a great battle.
Yellow.
Caution comes out. Got a car around to the bottom of turn 4.
And that is the 17 of Clay Beamer. So Beamer going to fall back in line. 8 laps in of 20 laps. Trenton Berry, I apologize earlier. We didn't even give you a chance to get in there. Berg and I just yakking it up like old college buddies that we are.
Yeah, we're good.
And I forgot to bring you in. I'll tell you what, Trenton, great to have you down on the infield. How's it feel to be here for 4 days, bring the camper, bring the family? You're close to home. It just feels right, doesn't it?
So the camper's here out of necessity.
Well, yes.
My AC unit's quitting my house going on 2.5 weeks.
Oh, no. It's
going to be 93 degrees Friday.
Yeah, that's no good, buddy.
So this race was very, very well planned for that. So that's one great thing. Also, the racetrack food's really good here. One of my favorites are Tony's tenderloins over there, but I also have to give a shout out to my northern brethren, and I know Zach Gerhardt's here.
Yep.
Those duck wontons, oh my gosh.
Did he bring you a loaded duck wontons?
I don't believe so, but I'm in love with them anyway.
They are fantastic. J.C. Morton brings us back to the green flag. Shadron Turner, Logan Smith, John Sheets, Colson Kirk, Ty Griffith, Tim Eaton. That's the top 8 right now as we're working down on the bottom of the track. Morton down on the bottom. Shadron sticks it down there. Look at Griffith rolling the bottom in the 56. Good start there.
Sheets missed the bottom completely. That opened the door for Griffith. Shadron Turner just feels like if he could get a little bit more bite off the corner on the bottom, he might have something for Morton, but Morton is just so strong getting down into the turn. And still just about 2 or 3 car lengths. Shadron Turner right there. Good battle second. 2 cars going at it there. The 55 of Colson Kirk. He's going to slide across the nose, and he'll take the 3rd spot.
Great racing. I'm telling you what, this track, smooth, slick, top to bottom. This thing is going to be...
Morton missed the bottom.
Yeah.
Here comes Turner.
He didn't miss it enough that time, but Turner right there knocking on the door. Going to go down to the bottom side this time. Morton still going to keep her pinned to the top. Great race to the line. Still Morton's race to lead.
Morton just missed his mark getting into the turn. Opened the door for Shadron Turner. Morton so strong off the top. Might stay there now. Colson Kirk is the one to watch. The 55 cars come foreseeably out of nowhere on this restart. The 55 started inside of row number 4, started 7th up to 3rd, and quietly scooting around the top.
He's
Here
coming,
comes the
Berg.
55.
He is actually, let's just take a look right now. Colson Kirk, the fastest car on the track. Turned a 19.687 the last time by as Shadron Turner off the bottom side. Morton still has it. The Bloodline chassis, Yeoman Racing Engine, car number 18 leads the way. But here comes Colson Kirk. He's going to go to the top side and roll it up there as well. Turner still chipping away on the bottom.
J.C. Morton racing out of Springfield, Missouri. You got Shadron Turner out of St. Joe, Missouri. And then, of course, Colson Kirk out of Urbana still going at it. That is a top 3. A trio of Missourians going at it.
Oh.
And look at this. Morton bobbles it up. Here comes Kirk. You got a 3-car battle for the lead on the back straightaway.
I tell you what, that Yeoman Racing Engine, enough power to pull Morton out of that one as he just hit the bottom side of turn number 1 just a little bit wrong, but powers it by and still at the line. That one was close.
Wow, what a race.
And Turner now on the bottom. See him hook that left rear tire on that darker colored dirt on the bottom side of the speedway. The 56 might have the preferred line in the late stages of this one. It was 5 to go the last time.
Got a Sheets buries it in the concrete on the top of turn 4. That'll put a kibosh to that great race. 3-car battle for the lead.
Yeah. Well, John Sheets was running in about that 6th spot, so he was kind of up there mixing it up as well. So doesn't look to be a good look for the 8 machine as that thing, Berg, look at that. That's a hard hit on that right rear of John Sheets, and you can see that he's got himself that looks like a shop rag or a tire eater. You know those tire wraps that they put on the tire?
It's literally been there the whole race.
Yeah, so I'm thinking if he had it on covering up the left rear before he went out for the race, we forgot to take it off. But he's continuing to go. Also, do you think that he's going to continue with the right rear looking like that? Trenton, what do you think? Take a look at the right rear.
It's the USRA Nationals. You're going to bring it.
No. Oh, he is going to go. Trenton, take a look at the right rear of Sheets 8S.
Yeah, looks pretty well pancaked in right there from my vantage point. And it's crazy here at Lucas, and we talked about it a lot during the 2-day USMTS weekend in early August, which was awesome. So if anybody here is watching for the first time, this racetrack's a little bit different. It's got a shelf, and it's got a flat lane on top of the walls in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, I will tell you, it is wider over in 1 and 2, obviously with the track exit there, but it also shelves off to flat right there. I've watched many a Show Me 100 dream over the years fall just short right over here in the middle of 3 and 4, and it swallows them up coming in as they try to exit the turn. So that's definitely one of the trickiest parts here is where to put that right rear when you go to enter the corner.
Good insight there and good point, Trenton. That shelf can make it interesting as Morton going to bring us back to the green flag with 4 to go.
Got trouble on the exit of turn number 4. That might be Hoyt Miller.
These race cars are very good pieces of equipment, and Hoyt's he's doing a good job. He's not having a race to remember right here, but he's put together a fantastic season.
Yeah,
and I'm super excited to watch his progression. He's got a lot of natural talent.
Absolutely, as the caution lights go down, trying to get this one put to bed. 4 to go still.
I got my permit when I was 14, and Mom wouldn't even let me drive. He's racing a modified.
I think I may have been driving a little bit before.
You drove plenty.
I drove enough for both of us. As we go back to the green flag, take a look at this. Here he comes. Colson Kirk going to take a look to the inside. He's moved in front of Shadron Turner. Kirk right on the heels of that Bloodline chassis car number 18 of J.C. Morton. Shadron Turner running third. Ty Griffith now solidly planted in that 4th position.
Turner kind of shuffled out on the restart. And how about Colson Kirk? Tuned up Whistle and Dixie on the bottom of the racetrack.
Absolutely. Shadron Turner downstairs with him as well, but Morton, he is not giving it up on the top side. He's giving her the berries. Oh, I just say that, and look at that. The veteran driver goes down, shuts the door. Morton slides her up to the top, going to catch the right rear on the cushion and get the traction he needs to go down the back stretch again. Now Shadron Turner going to go down to the bottom, trying to make it a 3-car battle for the race lead. He's right there, going to tuck in behind him.
White flag is out. One final lap. Look at this. Kirk going to slide it. Morton going to cross him over. Going to get a run down the back straightaway. Side by side on the back straightaway. Morton going to power to the bottom. Kirk to the top. Shadron Turner tiptoeing to the tulips. Off of turn number 4. Your winner, Colson Kirk, at the start-finish line.
Wow, what a race there. Colson Kirk pulling it out. Shadron Turner comes home third with Morton finishing in 2nd. Ty Griffith 4th. What a race. Tim Eaton, the 211, comes home 5th. But how about that? Colson Kirk starts all the way back inside row number 4 and picks up a feature number 1.
Guys, you might not hear his name a lot throughout USRA and whatnot, but Colson's been a great racer around the Ozarks here for many, many years. His dad raced. His dad's won races here. Colson's had success here.